Course Plus. Expressway to elegant career.
What is holding you back in life? A lot of us make the mistaken assumption that it's time. We think that only if we had a little more time, we could get all kinds of things done. If we had a little more time, the house would be cleaner. We'd spend more time with our family and friends, and we'd be able to progress faster through our career. Or maybe we could start a new training program as well and finally get those abs. But there just isn't enough time in the day. We work from 9 to 5, and when we get home, we often still have a long list of tasks to do that we just don't have time to finish. And that includes checking the mail, paying bills, making dinner, washing up, and hopefully getting just a little bit of time to spend with the family. Man, if there was only more time, right? Well, actually, time is very often not the problem. Rather, the problem comes down to energy. Think about it. If you really don't have any time to do anything, then how are you able to watch that entire box set of Game of Thrones recently? If you really don't have time to do anything, then how come you've been finding time to play Uncharted? If you genuinely work and busy yourself from first thing in the morning all the way up until bedtime, then the answer would be simple. Get up earlier or go to bed later. No, that is not the problem. Instead, the problem is energy. Time management isn't the only big deal here. Energy management is just as important. If you can't effectively manage your energy, then you're going to find that you can't make full use of your time, and that is a problem. What probably really happens when you get home from work is that you collapse onto the sofa and watch TV for a bit. Or maybe you just procrastinate a little by not really doing anything much for a short time. Either way, you could be working. You could be working on that amazing novel. The issue is not your time at all, but rather it is your energy. And this isn't to say that you're in some way lazy or that you could be making better use of your time right now. Instead, it is to say that you're simply pushing yourself too hard and too far, and it should come as no surprise that you're not achieving as much as you hope as a result. Energy is something that most of us ignore. I have a few hours tonight, we say. I'll do it then. The only problem is that if you don't have the energy, then you're not going to do it. Your energy is finite. It can only go so far. And if you ignore that fact, then you're going to run out of steam and not accomplish the things you want to change. There's a good chance you may be watching this and considering energy management properly for the very first time. Perhaps it's something that you never really thought about before, and you wouldn't be alone in that. But even at this early stage in the series, you've hopefully learned a valuable lesson. Simply acknowledging that energy is probably what's holding you back is one of the very best things that you can do to start making life easier. Once you come to terms with this, you can start to think more logically and realistically about what you can achieve in a day. This means you can remove items from your agenda knowing full well that you won't be able to accomplish them, and thus actually get more done as a result and come home with more energy left over. When thinking about whether you're going to walk home tonight or drive, be realistic and accept that driving may be easier. When planning to complete a long list of chores this evening, be honest with yourself and ask how likely you are to accomplish that complete list. Did you manage to finish everything you set out to do last time? Give yourself a break and organize your day sensibly. So, what is our overall strategy for boosting energy? It actually comes down to a few things. The first is management. Managing our time better and thinking about how much energy we'd like to have in a given day and what we actually want to do with it. And by finding ways to avoid wasting energy, we can save more for the things that we ultimately decide really matter. The next step is to start small and not to be too ambitious. That's true with the other things we're trying to achieve, and it's also true of the lifestyle changes we're introducing in this video series. Simply put, You're not going to transform your energy levels and your health overnight, and you shouldn't try. Work up to it slowly and be smart about how you're raising your energy. We're going to introduce the concept of Kaizen here, which means that we're introducing small changes with the aim of eventually seeing big results. Kaizen is a Japanese concept that basically means any journey is best accomplished with lots of little steps. And finally, we're going to change everything. We're going to look at our health and our lifestyles holistically. We're going to acknowledge that to boost energy, it's not good enough that we simply introduce one new lifestyle habit or start drinking smoothies. We need to rethink everything. These videos will be your guide, and by the end, the aim is for you to be crackling with energy. You should feel like a coiled spring ready to explode. And then you can achieve some truly amazing things.